Hello everyone, we are
The Nobodies.
What are we going to be listening to today?
Today we are going to be listening to a big band called Megadeth. We are going to be listening to the song Wake Up Dead off the album Peace Sells, But Who's Buying?
We've listened to Peace Sells Who's Buying on a live stream we did just over a month ago. Well, Peace Sells Who's Buying the album.
Yeah, but I think we listened to Peace Sells, not the song Wake Up Dead.
Yeah. So, without further ado, I'm Son.
And I'm Father.
Let's go.
The band's like, holy shit. Look. Stop it for 1 second. Okay, so now you see that he said that he went out for a couple of drinks with his friends.
Yeah, he cracked open a cold one with the boys.
Yeah, and
Too many cold
yeah,
ones.
and he was coming home and he had to be in silent because he was afraid to wake her. He said, or he'll wake up dead. Who is her?
I want to say his girlfriend. Because, like, he did say he was, like, had to sneak into bed, and that's probably
yes.
where his girlfriend would sleep. If it weren't for that last get into bed line, I'd probably say it would be his mom.
That's funny.
And if there's one person you don't want to mess with, it's the mom.
Yes, let's keep going.
But right now, I think it's...
But I think that solo, you hear the solo?
Yeah.
I think that was her screaming. Like, pretty much like, why are you coming home so late? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fans are nuts.
Yeah, seriously, they're like freaking climbing over the cage and everything.
They're trying to rip through.
You gotta wonder if... They probably haven't, but you gotta wonder if they've actually had a concert like this, close to this.
No, stop for a second. I've seen these guys 7 times now. I saw them back in 1989. I saw them in 1991. I saw them in 93. And so on. And they have never played behind a cage. So the only thing that I could say that they might have played behind a cage maybe in 86 when they started. But definitely not when any show I went to.
Alright. I like the riff also.
Oh, the riff
song.
is great.
Yeah, the
This
riff
is
is
powerful.
great.
This is definitely the definition of thrash metal. You know, it's got the speed, it's got the solos, it's got the bridges. He hasn't sang yet, and you know, I've heard the song. I know whether or not they're singing or not, but I don't want to ruin it for you. So let's keep going.
All right.
Yeah, you can't mess with Dave Mustaine.
What a crescendo right there. sing.
South Florida's right here. See, Dave Mustaine's got like a very original voice. There's really no one that sounds like him, and it's funny because when he was, trying out Dave Ethelson, and they were fooling around, they came down to where they were trying out singers, and they couldn't find a singer, so Dave Mustaine said, "You know what? I'll sing," and it just ends up that it worked out great because his voice is like unique. That no one else sounds like him. He's got that like almost like demonic voice. Sounds evil,
And just in case you didn't know, he used to be in Metallica because I'm not sure if we've talked about it on this channel. He did a lot of. He was an alcoholic.
He was an alcoholic, and he was a very angry alcoholic, and he used to get into fights with all the band members. So Metallica kicked him out, and this.
Not sure if we've talked about it.
This album here is actually it came out the same exact time as Master of Puppets by Metallica.
Oh,
it's like every album pretty much matches every Megadeth album that came out. A Metallica album came out, and it seemed like it was that pace throughout both their careers. So it was definitely competition between these two bands because Dave Mustaine started this band in means of being better than Metallica and showing them, you know what, I don't need you, go screw yourselves, thanks for nothing. You know what I mean? But as far as guitars go and everything, Megadeth, in my opinion, is way more talented than Metallica will ever be. And I'm saying that out loud.
I'm honestly surprised you said that. Alright.
There's no one better than Dave Mustaine. I wish I was one of these fans.
You'd be the fan that somehow climbed above them on the page.
Nice.
Maybe it was just me, but I don't think I was feeling how Dave Mustaine was singing in that song.
No?
No.
Why? He sounds young. I'll tell you that much. He sounds very young.
This had to be one of their earlier songs, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, this is off their third album. So
okay.
He was still... Let me see. If his first album, he was probably 18 years old. I would say he was probably 22 years old here. Still a kid.
Yeah, the way he was singing in this song just sounded like more like...
Oh, whining?
Yeah.
It's okay. But, you could tell, even as a 22-year-old, 25-year-old, no matter how...
No, super talented.
It's talent. You could tell he was practicing for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
You
Overall, a good song, though.
Yeah.
Seriously.
The riffs were heavy. You had fast parts. You had slow parts. The solos, the fills. There were tons of fills. This whole song was nothing but fills. Every time they came out of a main riff, you could see the fingers. They were doing fill. Every riff. It was, great song. And I wanted to show you this because this goes back to the roots of where metal started. This is definitely one of the first albums, first songs, and it's not the first. There's so many other bands that came first. Black Sabbath, I could go on.
Yeah, I get you.
But this is definitely back in the 80s where metal began. So I wanted to show you this.
Cool. All right. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us down in that comment section below what songs we should listen to because we take your requests.
Yes.
And press that subscription button with the little bell next to it to get notified every single time we upload a video. I'm Son.
And I'm Father. Rock on!